cold now, right?
Freezing.
It was mild for like a really long time, and now it's just cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to wear hats now.
Right.
I
What
think
about
you always wear hats and scarves, though.
Do I always wear hats?
hat type person?
You
or
wear
not?
scarves.
Yeah, I wear scarves a lot.
You can't really wear hats though.
Why not?
Do you shower in the morning?
Yeah.
Then you can't really wear a hat because it would like ruin your hair.
You can blow dry his hair.
Yeah.
Do you blow dry your hair?
I don't blow dry. Wait, why can't I wear a hat? Because I shower.
You'll
in the
have
morning.
hat hair.
It's like dry flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't wear hats. It's not a problem for me.
Okay.
But if I was to wear, yeah, all right.
Not really a hat type guy.
I used to be a cap type guy.
Okay.
But
Like
then
a
I
Yankees
lost
hat?
my favorite cap.
What was
Do you
it?
remember the
I
cap?
remember.
It was a cap that said life on it.
Okay.
It was a pro life cap.
Nice.
Got
like
it from
silly pro life.
yeah,
Okay.
really silly pro
Like
life.
life.
But I saw it.
Yeah.
We were in America, and I saw that hat, and I was like, "That's the one." Because
Yeah.
I intended to come back with a new hat,
Okay.
and I saw it, and I was like, "Yeah, that's the one." 100%.
Nice.
Got it.
Yeah.
And you lost it.
Then I lost it. I lost it in the most stupid ways. But I lost it. I was doing a chemistry presentation, and I didn't see it after I left the presentation.
Okay. Probably got stolen.
I think it got stolen.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome on the show
Thank you.
again. Second time on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good that we're getting guests back on.
Returning guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're one of the many returning guests. Matthias was on last week or the week before, I can't remember. Neil has been on again. We're hoping to have a special episode for Christmas where we get a bunch of people on
Wow.
that have been on before.
That'd be
Yeah, you
fun.
don't know about this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I heard about it through the grapevine.
Too great, man.
Fun.
Cool. So, what are you up to now? What's happened in Laura's life since you last came on?
Since I last came on, when did I last come on? I think it was actually
It
this
was
time
pretty
last
much a
year.
year ago, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
So since last time, I have graduated.
Okay.
I am a
Congrats.
graduate alumnus,
Graduand.
graduand from UCD. I did French and
Nice.
Spanish. Yeah.
You don't know what a graduand is.
I am a linguist officially.
Okay.
That's catch.
No, I know French and Spanish, and then I teach
Interesting.
Spanish in a primary school. Yeah.
Interesting.
What was it? So you studied French and Spanish, and then, how did you? That's what I was going to ask.
You kind of segued right into teaching.
Yeah. I actually started teaching before I graduated.
Interesting.
Yeah, because there was a school in Nice that it was actually my primary school, and
Okay.
they were looking for a Spanish teacher because they wanted to do the pilot program to practice
Right.
to see how the foreign language in the school in primary schools goes.
Hmm.
And my auntie just texted me and she was like, "Hey, look, they're looking for a Spanish
Okay.
teacher and you do Spanish. This would be great." So I emailed the school and she was like, because the principal of the school, she was my teacher in sixth class.
Okay.
So she was like, "Oh, yay." You got the job.
That's so cool. What's the
Aw.
end goal with the pilot? Is it to make Spanish a proper subject in primary school, or
Not
is it?
specifically Spanish. It can be like
Any language.
any
Foreign
language. Yeah.
language.
It can be like
Interesting.
Korean, it could be Arabic, it could be Irish either. It
Korean.
could be Irish. Some schools are doing Irish.
Do they not already learn
Yeah.
Irish?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe just to have an emphasis on it. Maybe some
Okay.
schools
They
don't
don't
do Irish.
emphasize it.
Cool.
Um,
Why did you want to study Spanish and French?
Why did I want to study Spanish and French? Because when I was in sixth year, when I was doing my leaving cert, I didn't know. I didn't have a clue what I was going to do. I didn't have any interest in anything on the CAO, and I was like, what am I going to do? And when I was looking through the languages course, was just the one that it just kept coming. I kept coming back to that one, being like, that's what interests me the most.
Right.
And when I was a little girl, I used to want to have, if I could have any superpower or like magic power,
Okay.
it would be like to be fluent in every language.
Really? That's cool.
So, yeah, that's why I did it, and now I know them.
Nice.
So would you be fluent in both?
Okay, I am very comfortable in speaking Spanish. Not so comfortable in French because
Okay.
I lived for a year in Spain as Erasmus,
Right.
but I never lived in France. So my French is a little bit.
Okay.
It's not as good as my Spanish.
Cool.
Interesting.
So
What superpower would you pick?
Oh,
Or when you were a
superhero.
child, what did you want?
I think it's always been flying.
Yeah.
Flying.
Flying.
It's always been flying. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to, like, in the morning just go for like
A little fly.
a little
Little
fly.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think that'd be so cool.
I think it'd be so
Yeah,
cool too.
yeah. Because I often just look up at birds and be like, "Wow, you've such a good view right
Yeah.
now."
True.
Yeah,
And then
Yeah.
like even just going places.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd be faster.
It'd be so much faster.
Yeah.
But
Wouldn't have to book
like how
flights
high
anymore.
would you be able to fly?
Yeah,
Because like with atmosphere and like air pressure.
true.
How high would I be able to fly?
Yeah,
or
like
how-
just in general, if people.
To breathe.
Ooh.
Oh, I suppose if it was kind of a superpower, that would be part of it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Superman can go all the way to space.
Have you ever seen Superman?
No, I don't know. I don't think I have.
I've never like sat down and watched the whole thing. I know he's from like some town in Kansas.
Yeah, and then no. Do you know what I watched? I watched the dog one, the super dog one.
Oh.
Oh, Bolt?
No,
No, I think.
I can't remember what it was
Was it
called,
on, like-
but it was like Superman's dog,
Oh.
and
It was a cartoon.
it was
I think I know.
yeah. I used to watch that. That's the only experience I've had with Superman.
Okay.
What would you pick?
Well, flying too, but I think
Okay.
the best superhero is Batman.
Mhm.
He's just like the best. Like I was watching The Dark Knight. I watched The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises like last week. Such good movies.
I've never seen Batman.
Really. Those are like the only because I'm not really a superhero guy, but those are like gritty, like it's Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
It's just so good. That's the one with Heath Ledger.
Okay.
As the
Oh
Joker.
yeah.
So good.
No, the only superhero movies I've seen are the Marvel ones.
Okay, I saw one of
I
those.
when I lived with some Focus missionaries in
Okay.
the girls' house in Dublin.
Alright.
They were big
I just- no.
Marvelsters.
No, not particularly, but
That's crazy. You live with them.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's great.
because they lived on like my road for so long, and I
Yeah.
had no idea they lived there.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
we didn't know you.
Yeah, true. You were in
No, I
Randall.
knew Alana.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she didn't know that I lived in. Obviously, she didn't know I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just the main superhero that I watched when I was younger was Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah. From like I think I've watched every single Spider-Man movie, apart from like the really really old ones, like
Mhm.
past. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from the really really old ones, I think I've watched every single one.
Okay.
Spider-Man was by far the coolest one for me.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you're involved with Opus Day.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so my parents and my grandparents were all in Opus Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's been kind of just a constant in my life. Like when I was
Right.
growing up, it wasn't like I knew that my parents and my grandparents were in Opus Day, but I didn't really like when I was at World Youth Day when I was 16. Someone gave me a prayer card of St. Jose Maria, and I was just so used to it. Like I didn't think anything. I was just kind of like,
Right.
oh, like that's nice. He gave me a prayer card, and then when I went back to my group, I was with a group from Opus Day, and they were like, oh, like was he Opus Day? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I didn't ask
Yeah.
because I was just so used to seeing the stuff.
Right.
So yeah, I think growing up with it, it was really, I'd say, it really formed my faith.
Okay.
Yeah, and like it just helps me to bring it because the main goal is just to kind of the charism, maybe you say, is
Right.
like sanctify everything that you're doing. Like every moment is a moment that you can give to God.
Okay.
And just kind of growing up, it wasn't like my parents were just kind of they never forced anything on us, but like just kind of leading by their example and kind of saying like, you can, if you're making your bed, you could make it for God or something, or
Right.
like if you're doing the dishes, like you could offer it up or
Yeah.
something, like just doing kind of things like that. And I think that really, it makes it easier. Like you don't have to be praying for 7 hours a day, or you don't have to be, you could just by being yourself
Yeah.
in your daily things, you can be
okay.
holy. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's really cool.
And what is that? Like, what is the, like, you're kind of involved with the community in Dublin.
Mhm,
So
yeah.
what does that kind of entail?
So we have, I'm involved with a younger kind of girls' youth group and an older, like kind of college students, young professionals group as well.
Okay.
And we kind of have retreats,
Right.
women's retreats, girls' retreats, and we're starting to do more kind of charity work and going out and doing just helping people like in different charities, different work. Like I think tomorrow, the group Beloved is going to help. I thought that. I don't remember. Maybe the Missionaries of Charity or the Sisters of. I'm not sure.
Cool.
So that
Yeah.
I've been kind of busy, so I haven't been. I'm not going tomorrow, but
Yeah.
there are a few girls going to just like help them like make food, and then I think the next day they hand it out to either people come to them or they hand it out to like people who need it. And then just kind of helping. Yeah, so and then we have a weekly kind of prayer evening.
Okay.
Sorry, not weekly, monthly prayer evening. For the college students and young professional. In Glenard, and it's just an evening of prayer and recollection, kind of trying to it's like a mini retreat basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there's kind of a short talk, like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then then there's adoration, and the priest is there and he gives a short kind of guided prayer, and then silent adoration, time for confession, and then benediction, and then it's kind of just a little chat, get together, kind of people can have conversations.
Nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, you're a part of Opus Dei though, like you're an Opus Dei member.
See.
Yeah. Well,
Spanish is
okay, is that do they ever speak Spanish there or no?
Well, when I was in San Jose Maria is Spanish. Yeah, so like it's big in Spain. Like it's, it's just big in Spain because he's from Spain.
Right.
How
we don't like speak Spanish all the time. Like, I don't know why I said
it's part of their charism.
Like little hola, ¿cómo estás?
What does you're a part of Opus Dei. What does that entail for you? Like how is that different to someone who just goes to like Opus Dei events?
Yeah. Well, okay, so like me before and after like joining, like nothing kind of in a sense has changed, but also everything has changed because it's like I've committed. It's just more commitment, and it's like I have offered my life. It's to God, and I try to do everything well, and then go to retreat every year. Go to the means of formation that they provide for us, just to help us to get deeper in our faith. Try to go to mass every day. Try to say the rosary every day.
Do you go to mass every day?
Yes.
Fair.
I try to.
That's so cool.
That's hard. I think for most people that are working, that's really hard to do.
Yeah.
How does that?
I'm quite lucky because at the moment, I start at like 10 p.m. Sorry, 10 p.m. 10 a.m.
So she was
like the primary school little night classes.
Yeah, night class. No, 10 a.m. So I can go to
morning.
Mass. Yeah, I can go to a morning mass.
When do you wake up?
Also, Nice has a 7:30 mass, so even if I started at 9, I'd be able to go to the 7:30 mass.
Okay.
I wake up at if I'm going to the 7:30 mass, I wake up at 7.
Okay.
And if I'm going to 10 o'clock mass, I wake up at 8.
Okay. When do you wake up most days?
8:30.
Around 6:45.
Typical day, 6:45.
What's a typical college day?
Like majority of the days.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, that's over the summer. It's obviously different.
Yeah,
that's good.
At the moment, it's
No, that's good.
What about yourself?
Later than that. I want to get on that. Like.
Yeah. But I feel like you get your stuff done anyways. So you don't have to wake up that early.
I just feel like.
Or is there?
I think
things?
Waking up early.
It's really hard.
But I feel like if you wake up early, just waking up early, you feel like you accomplished something.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I already kind of. I'm like.
Because it's a hard thing to do.
It feels great.
So
you feel good about yourself. Yeah.
So sometimes if I'm like even if I'm not working or something, and I'm like, or I don't have anything on that day, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to 7:30 mass instead of the 10. And then sometimes I don't accomplish that, and I sleep.
Yeah, but you like feel bad about yourself.
Yeah, and then it's like, I could have gone to math, I could have had my prayer done, I could have cleaned up the kitchen as well.
Yeah.
I know. By the time I wake up at like 9:30.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
But so it's and it's also one of the things that St. Jose Maria said. I mean, I don't know. I think it's really hard to do. I think sleeping is something that I find really hard to not do.
Yeah.
Like napping during the day as well. But anyway, I don't know. Actually, I actually don't not sure if he coined this, but the heroic minute,
I've heard of that.
where you like once your alarm goes off, you just get right out of bed. No
Yeah.
snoozing, no like dawdling. Just you get up and just offer that up as your first moment for God.
Yeah.
And yeah, when you do it, it's like yes.
Yeah.
But when you don't, it's like
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I still love you.
Especially if you do it for something that's like good. Especially if you do it
Yeah.
for like you're waking
Yeah.
up to go to mass or to pray or to go to the gym.
True.
When that
Or even if you just kind of offer it up, you can be like, Lord, I'm doing this and I'm not going to offer it up for my family. I'm going to offer it up for sinners. I'm going to offer it up for the conversion of this person. You know?
True.
That's so cool.
So how do you spend like your free time?
Well, it depends. Sometimes I'll see. I don't have much free time these days.
Okay.
When I have free time, I try to just kind of help with the like household stuff because
Okay.
I still live at home and most of my siblings live at home as well. So there's a lot of like kind of laundry and just the kind of general type, you know. So I try to help with that. I also in Nice with one of the priests of the parish. We have a catechism group for teenagers. So I try to prepare the content for that every week, and then lesson planning for my Spanish classes, mis estudiantes. You know?
Okay. Oh, snap! Did you know
I
that?
don't know what that means.
Students.
Wait, what does it mean?
Students.
Mis alumnos,
okay.
estudiantes.
I've never done Spanish before, apart from that one primary school class.
Oh, was she your teacher?
It wasn't Nora, believe it or not.
4 years old.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Anyways, you were saying.
Yeah.
How do you
That's
spend?
what I do in my free time. Or pray, pray, say the rosary, do some reading, like read a book, read a spiritual book, or a leisurely book. I'm reading Emma by Jane Austen. Emma, and I've been reading it for about a year. I'm so bad at reading.
Yeah, that's fair.
What are you reading right now?
Oh, it's not what I'm reading right now. It's what I've
been reading.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember because I started a few. I feel like there's a load that I've started, and I'm in the middle of. I have to pick one out.
You can list them all.
No, there's one. There's loads that are coming to mind, but there's one in particular that I started.
Sounds like you really left a mark on you.
No, it was something to do with prayer. It was some sort of guide to prayer or something.
Was it Jacques Philippe?
Yes. How do you know that?
Oh,
I don't know.
How do you know? That's so weird. Because it genuinely was.
He has like a lot of those type of books.
Yeah, no, it actually was. Yeah, it actually genuinely was. I started that book like a couple of months ago.
Yeah, his books are actually really good.
Yeah, that's weird. You know that.
It probably is a guide to prayer, and I've probably read it before, so it's just like.
That's cool.
What was actually when you were in Spain? Did you do anything with Opus Dei in Spain or?
Yeah, yeah. So when I joined Opus Dei when I came home from Spain, but I really love Opus Dei, and I think that they do great stuff. So when I went to Spain, I saw I asked and hear if they knew anybody there. So then I got in contact with the people there. And they kind of had, kind of similar to what we have every week, like the priest is there for kind of prayer and then confessions, and then just kind of like we have dinner after or something. So yeah, I went to that, but also they actually had a university group, like the parish had a group, and they had an adoration every week. I think it was every Friday. They had like a holy hour, and they had because Ciudad Real is this town where I was in, and it's a university town, but it's also quite small. But they had, I'd say, 50 to 70 people, like university students there.
That's pretty good. And just in the local parish.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's really good.
Yeah. And I was...
Yeah. How would you say, amongst, people, in their, 20s-ish, Ireland versus Spain? Which has more people who actually take their faith seriously, relatively?
To be honest, I think I have I have a lot of friends in Ireland who are Catholic and practicing.
Right.
and I feel like that's not normal.
Okay, it's like kind of.
So I kind of
you're kind of more in a bubble than maybe.
Yeah,
it skews
like
your
just,
perception.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Like, but I think like, but when I was in Spain, like a lot of my friends, the friends that I made, they weren't like they might go to mass.
Okay.
But then,
I was going to say, I feel like there's a lot more encouragement from parents in Spain than parents in Ireland.
Yeah, I feel like in a lot of European countries, maybe I'm wrong, just people, they kind of take the faith more seriously. And like, for example, at Christmas, like all of the Christmas songs are about Jesus.
Okay.
Like in Spanish, I was looking up a Christmas song to teach to the students, even like Jingle Bells, but like the Spanish version is just like it's like Christmas time, Jesus is here. Like,
okay, interesting.
Like all of the Christmas songs that I was, even the ones in English that are kind of not religious, they were religious in Spanish,
right?
And even they kind of celebrate the Three Kings and stuff. So like, and it is more about Jesus at Christmas time, like the Christmas, and actually Easter as well. Like, and I think this is the same in a lot, like I said, European countries, where they'd have like big processions through the streets, and like the whole town would like be part of it.
Yeah, I've
and
heard
like
of
they're
that.
really extravagant, and like they'd have like it was so cool because one time they were having one, and I just happened to stumble upon it. I'm not sure what it was for, but they have these big kind of, how do you call it? It's like a big wooden kind of
like a float.
Yeah, a float, and then it would have kind of like a 4-poster canopy, and it would be like a big statue of Our Lady, and she'd like surrounded by lit candles, but it was like held by about 20 men. Like they would be kind of like under it like this, like carrying it, like taking small little steps, walking through the streets, and then like they stop for a second and they would count and be like 1, 2, 3, and they'd all like jump up to like start walking again. But like everybody would be part of it. They would have like so many people like walking by. They would have people with candles in front, people with like candles behind. Like the priest would be at the front with the incense, and it's just
that is cool.
But also, I think there were more countries. Like Ireland would be really cold and rainy.
Yeah,
interesting.
So maybe that's why we don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
but I also think it would be, maybe I'm wrong, a little bit of a taboo to do that here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're probably, because I know in India there's a side of Marian apparition, and it's exactly what you've explained. It's like 20 men underneath the one thing carrying it around. I don't know if weather has as much of a thing to do with it as like
the culture,
just the culture.
But did we do that like 200 years ago or 150 years ago?
I don't know
if we did. Maybe maybe the reason is different. Actually, I don't know. But
because when was Knock? That was like the 1890s or something.
I thought it was 70s. I thought it was 70s.
You probably know better than me.
The only reason I think I know it's the 70s is because I remember seeing the plaques on the
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Have you still have never been to Knock though, right?
No, I've been to Knock. I think we go to Knock like every year.
Oh, yeah. Someone's never been to Knock. I guess it's not you.
It's not me.
Maybe it's me. I don't
know. One thing I was going to ask is because I feel like you're quite family oriented.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something else.
What?
No, go ahead.
What was it like living away from family for so long?
I think it was really good because I am really family oriented and I love my family. Like I just love them so much. It was a challenge because I've always lived with someone from my family. Even when I lived in Dublin, like I lived with my sister. And then when my sister left college, like my cousins were there, so like I was always with family. Well, that was when I came home. But anyway, in Spain, I was just by myself, and everybody that I met was a new person. Didn't know anybody before, so it was a good challenge for me. And I, to be fair, my family people came over quite a lot. So like my boyfriend came over a few times. My family, my parents came over. My sister came over. I came home a few times.
Okay.
So just for a different reason.
Right.
So I did kind of cheat. I had people around me quite a lot.
You didn't do it proper as
but also I think because I had also the familiarity of kind of the Opus Dei girls there, like I think they actually really helped me to settle in as well. And like, you know, I had that kind of I knew how the work worked, and then they knew that I knew what it was like, and they just took me in as if I was just one of them as well. So I think they really helped me to settle in and just, you know, learn Spanish.
Okay.
By myself. But also there were also some girls from Ireland there's one girl from UCD and a girl from Belfast, from Queens, and we were like
besties.
Like,
oh snap! Are you still besties forever?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
No, that's nice. It's just the way you put it.
Besties forever.
Yeah, that's what they say, right?
So.
BFFs.
Yeah,
besties forever.
Oh, best friend.
Yeah.
Best friend.
Besties forever.
Besties forever.
Forever.
Oh man, that's good. How was because I remember running into you a few times in Lisbon with the group of girls. How's that? How is it leading a group? Was that your first time?
Yeah, I was leading the younger girls.
Yeah.
That was really. I actually think before it started, because there was the older group, the Beloved, and then the Fearless was the younger group, and I was going with as the leader with Fearless, but I was originally going to be going just as like an attendee, like with Beloved. So I was kind of like, oh, why did I say that I would be a leader right now? Because all of my friends were like going with the Beloved, so I was like, no. But I actually think it was better that I went with Fearless because I was more attentive, you know, and I was like more, you know, I had that kind of responsibility, and I had to like take care of the girls, and I got to know the girls, and they were really
just
lovely.
Partying,
instead
going
of just
wild.
no,
I was kidding.
no, instead of like going around and being like Halloween.
Okay.
I would have just been like so warm, so tired, so bothered by the heat. But because I had to be like a leader, I didn't think of any of that.
Interesting. It's like how moms never get sick.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was the mom.
Okay.
That's a fair. I mean, that's a place where those girls probably had a really good experience. Some of them probably had like a really powerful experience.
I think some of them did.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
But, yeah, a lovely girl.
Cool. We don't have Thomas to tell us this.
I think we're just about out of time, so Dion's gonna give us a nice outro.
Yeah, I'll give you a nice outro. What's a nice outro?
I'll do it. Okay, thank you very much for joining us once again for Encounter this week with Laura.
Woo-hoo, thank you for having me.
Yeah, it was a pleasure having you on.
So excited to come back again.
Yeah, I think this was a good show.
This is great. Yeah. This is how Keen finishes off every single show every week.
I think so.
So we're just about out of time.
Yeah. No, this was fun though. So until next Saturday at 2:00 p.m.
a.m.
Join it, or AM on YouTube. You can watch it whenever you want on demand.
Really?
Yeah, on YouTube.
On YouTube on demand.
Yeah. Well, it's just YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, but like that, YouTube is on demand.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Probably you'll see it on your front page.
I'll be sharing it with everybody.
Probably. Most you definitely. Should.
But like, look, it's me.
Yeah. No, definitely do. Tell your friends. Yeah. Share it in. Yeah. And if you want to come on as well, let us know. Yeah. Yeah. I'll text you. Can I come on next week? Yeah. Nice. You, but also the listeners want to come on as well. Yeah. You should let us know. Oh, yeah. And what are our contact details, Jan? So you can text or WhatsApp us at 014-123-456. I got that wrong. You can call us at 014-123-456. You could text us at 089-467-2000. You can email us at info@radiomaria.ie as well. So until next week. God bless and take care. Adios.